The word hero gets used a lot. A lot of times we might talk about a sports figure, a movie star as being a hero for someone. But that may actually lessen the power and even the value of that description, as you're about to see. In the decade since the Vietnam War ended, just one living soldier had been awarded this nation's highest military decoration, the Medal of Honor. Well, that changed yesterday. CBS News Pentagon correspondent David Martin now with a remarkable story of selfless courage.
Sergeant Leroy Petry was more than a little uncomfortable with being held up a hero.
To be singled out is very humbling. I consider every one of our men and women in uniform serving here abroad to be our heroes.
A short time earlier, his commander-in-chief had awarded him the nation's highest honor and described how he earned it during a raid 3 years ago in Afghanistan. Petry and another Army Ranger were moving through the courtyard of a compound.
And that's when the enemy opens up with their AK-47s. Leroy is hit in both legs. He's bleeding badly, but he summons the strength to lead the other Ranger to cover behind a chicken coop.
Joined by a third Ranger, Petry was pinned down behind the chicken coop.
An enemy grenade explodes nearby, wounding Leroy's two comrades. And then a second grenade lands, this time only a few feet away.
Petry figured he had about 4.5 seconds before that grenade went off.
Now, every human impulse would tell someone to turn away. Instead, this wounded Ranger, this 28-year-old man with his whole life ahead of him, this husband and father of 4, did something extraordinary. He lunged forward toward the live grenade. He picked it up. He cocked his arm to throw it back.
He had just released it when it exploded.
Leroy saved his 2 Ranger brothers, and they are with us today. This valor came with a price. The force of the blast took Leroy's right hand. Shrapnel riddled his body.
You can see the artificial right hand he now wears. What you can't see is what's engraved on it, but he showed the president.
On it are the names of the fallen Rangers from the 75th Regiment. They are quite literally part of him.
Being a hero may make him uncomfortable, but Leroy Petry can't get enough of being a soldier. Since he was wounded, Petry has re-enlisted and gone back to Afghanistan, his 8th combat tour. David Martin, CBS News, the Pentagon.
8 tours. You talk about a family. So proud. Those kids, so proud of Dad. You could watch that all day.
He's an incredible human being, so selfless and truly the definition of a hero.
Yep.